national-wide since 1919 Winnipeg General Strike. Why are we protesting? One of it is part of our democratic right to protest. Why are we protesting? One of the big reasons is for the new Veterans Charter, which all Canadian federal political parties supported, all of them. The Tories, the Grits, the NDP, etc. They all supported it. I don't care what political stripe people are from. The problem is we do not have politicians in the House of Commons that represent the Canadian citizens that are looking after their veterans, especially the veterans of the future. Who are the veterans of the future? They are serving soldiers, sailors, airmen, and airwomen that are serving. These young people, this generation of serving members are getting a nothing or next to nothing when they are physically wounded or injured. When they are mentally wounded, they are given some cash and they are told, see you later. This lump sum has got to stop. It is a bean counter's fantasy to try and reduce money, funds within that are being spent within VAC on the backs of young veterans. We have to go back to a monthly pension for these people based off the Pension Act and based off the old legislation, which was far from perfect, the legislation which most of us are under, the older generation, was back to a monthly payment for the rest of their lives. We have other things like the CISA clawback. The CISA clawback does involve our generation. There's a lot of us under CISA, and under CISA, it is not supposed to be taxable. It is, correction, the CISA payment's taxable, but they account for our monthly pension, which is not a taxable item. And they include this within the CISA clawback formula. This has got to stop right now. It's before the Supreme Court of Canada, and hopefully we'll be getting a decision sometime next year if this is going to be carried on or not. There's many other problems that we have under the old legislation. For example, such as the Veterans Review Appeals Board. This board, who looks at our claims, they're the ones who are supposed to be our peers, understand where we're coming from, what we have been in, the shit we have seen. There is one veteran on that board, Major Retired Ted Geraldo. The rest, none against school teachers or professors or civilians, period. But they haven't been there. Be like an oil rig union calling me in to moderate in some discussion with the rig workers. I know nothing about it. I haven't been there in their world. The same thing with veterans. On the Veterans Review Appeals Board, there should be all veterans.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Finally, to get my Scottish mouth to close here very soon, again I go back to the new Veterans Charter. This thing has to be revamped. If you don't know all the issues are on it, just go to Veteran Voice, one word, .info. All your information is there, everything you need to know on all the different issues. But the big thing is right now, let's start looking after the current generation of serving personnel. Let's make sure when they are injured, physically or mentally, that the Canadian citizens, through their government, fulfill their end of the bargain and make sure these guys get the benefits which they pay into and which they are due. Anybody else?
Hoorah.
Yeah.